The Brothers of Liberty, here to remind you what true freedom is. Hello, and welcome to another edition of Brothers of Liberty with the older brother and more handsome brother, Kelton. Um, I was actually gonna take a few days off since I've already made two videos this week, but this one got me a little annoyed. This subject here. In fact, I didn't even make any notes or anything. I'm just gonna do this all from just off the script or off any notes. Um, it's about the woke culture. And the reason why I'm doing this is earlier today, I was in a group on Facebook. I'm still part of that group. I haven't left it or anything, but they started talking about the new Predator movie and how some people are not liking it because of it's trying to be woke because it has a female lead character, which is completely not what woke means. But now I have no problem with female characters. I have no problem with male characters, minority characters, whatnot. If you're a good actor, you're a good actor. If it's a good movie, it's a good movie. The problem I do have is when it's a bad movie and people want to call you a male chauvinist pig or a racist because it happened to have a lead minority character or lead female character. And it's like, really? Um, I mean, there's plenty of movies that sucked with white lead characters. Plenty of great movies with minority lead characters or female lead characters. Um, I'm sorry, but I could just picture today, and for and I'm dating myself a little, but anybody who ever seen the movie Leonard Part Six, if that was made today, people would say it didn't do good because it had the lead person as a black person. It didn't do good because it sucked. Um, and it had Bill Cosby as the star, and he was great in I Spy. He was great in the Cosby Show, both versions or both different versions because there are two Cosby shows, and you know that's what I don't get. Because you don't like something, you're automatically a racist or automatically a bigot or a male chauvinist pig. It's like a few years ago when the Charlie Angels came out, Christian Stewart, and their big response to why it did bad was, "Oh, no one likes women lead characters. No, you guys just sucked." My mom said it best. That's where me and my brother gets being big mouths and our opinionated mouths from is our mother and our granny and so forth. But the movie sucked. I liked the original Charlie Angels, which was before my time. I liked the remake with Drew Barrymore and Cameron Diaz and Lucy Liu. I heard the other one was bad. I saw a few clips from it. Uh, didn't give it a chance. Um, I'm a big Trekkie, but my brother would tell you I give him a hard time about him liking Star Trek the motion picture because I think if you want to go to sleep, watch it. Star Trek V, William Shatner should not direct. Great author, but don't ever have him direct a movie. Um, if something sucks, I'll say it sucks. Um, and it got into a little bit of a debate going into woke culture and everything, and I'm going to base a movie off its merit. I'm not going to base a movie off who plays in it. Um, I'm a person who grew up in the 80s and 90s. I was born in 83, so I do remember some shows from the 80s that carried over into the 90s. And I love how today's generation will say, "Oh, you don't know about diversity because you grew up with these shows." Um, we had some good shows in the 80s and 90s that were all about diversity. Fresh Prince of Bel Air wasn't just famous for its black audience. Everybody watched it. Everybody watched Home Improvement. Spin City, a good show, funny show, had a gay character in it. Did anybody? And it wasn't one of those flamboyant gay characters that you saw with Meshack Teller and Mannequin. No, he was a normal person portrayed normally. Um, the whole thing where women were strong characters came out in Generation X time, not the new generation. The difference is that we didn't, because I'm a late Generation X, beginning millennial. In fact, they have a micro generation that they call us Zennials. And we didn't care if it was a woman, if it was a guy, if it was black, white, whatever. If it was a good character, we liked him or her. It didn't matter. We didn't try to force it. It was just portrayed as a human being or a hardworking father. It didn't matter if it was a black, white, whatever. It's today's generation that want to put labels on everything and then try to force it. Where generation of the older millennials and Gen X is like, seriously, stop trying to shove it down our throats. We are the ones who, you know, had strong women characters, but we didn't say, oh, look, obvious, ooh, it's a woman, it's a woman. We knew it was a woman. We didn't care. Like someone in one of the memes with the Star Wars, where Disney tried to say, look, we were in a Generation X, or not Generation X, but the new generation says, oh, look, Disney came out with the franchise where there's minorities and lead characters. And I'm like, Star Trek came out, Deep Space Nine came out in 1993, portrayed by Avery Brooks. Star Trek Voyager came out in 1995, portrayed by Kate Mulgrew. Last time I checked, they weren't white males. In fact, Deep Space Nine, um, Captain Sisko, African American. Major Kira Nerys, played by a white woman, but she was an alien. Go down the list. Chief O'Brien. He was not a white American. He was an Irish. He wasn't even American. He was Irish. And the actor himself is from Ireland, so he wasn't an American portraying an Irish person. He was Irish. The Doctor, Arab. He is half British, the actor, but his mom is or his father is from Sudan. Um, and the white people you did have on the show that were the regular actors were all portrayed as aliens. So in the station itself, as far as the characters, you did not have a white male American on there. Same thing with Voyager. They had one white male American that was from America. He was a helmsman, but he wasn't even high up on the list. You had to Captain Janeway. You had Robert Beltran, who is Hispanic actor portraying a Native American. Tuvok was a Vulcan, portrayed by an African American. The We Ain't Found crap guy. I'm not going to curse on this channel because I don't want cursing on this channel. But when someone say Spaceballs and remember the scene, we ain't found. That was him. But that's just a few examples about what my generation and the older generation grew up in. So for all the younger generation to try to say, oh, they want to cancel us because of the fact that we don't embrace changes. We're the ones who made the changes. You're the ones argue about it, who wants to push it and then change all the names because you don't want to be identified as a woman or a man. And it's like, you need to hear yourselves. I don't care what you call yourself, but don't start telling me that I'm a racist because, or I'm a bigot because I want to use my own set of language that I grew up with. As long as I'm not calling you any derogatory names or anything like that, get over it. I know this is more of a rant, but that's how I feel on it. And, you know, I'm pretty sure a lot of people feel the same way. Comment, like, subscribe. Once again, we're here to show you what true freedom is. And see you next time.